This is, I guess, part 2 of the morning mumbles for today. I was not able to make the change from one hand to the other. Okay, so let's go on. Pippi, this way, this way. So, oh, you want to go that way? Okay. The big news of yesterday was Trump, his wife, and now I guess just as I was going out the door, quite a number of his associates, I think Kellyanne Conway, and I didn't hear the names of the others, but apparently quite a number, 6 or 7 anyway, are infected. And Trump went off to the hospital in his helicopter, supposedly for preventive, in the abundance of caution kind of maneuver. So, as I was saying yesterday, I am personally, first of all, not surprised that he did eventually get infected. I mean, he was just flouting all of the recommended practices to avoid it, and it was only a matter of time. And the question now is, what degree of damage will the infection do to already a pathetic, damaged, useless, dangerous criminal thug? We don't know. And as I think a bit more about it, you know, it's you see the politicians yesterday saying, well, we're praying for you, we're wishing for a full recovery, etc. And Lily says, why are they doing that? Well, it's because they're in politics. Well, I'm not in politics, and I'm not wishing him a full recovery. I'm wishing that he is damaged to the point where he is no longer relevant. Now, uttering those words, as a human being, you feel a little bit ashamed. Saying it. But he is the type of person that brought it on himself through ignorance and willful bullying, and there's not any, I can't think of any nice word. I mean, but he deserved it. I mean, that's the difference. You know, somebody that goes through an infection like that, that flouting all of the recommended practices, deserves it. And when you are that ignorant, that willfully exposing and risking other people to infection, you deserve it. I guess that's all I'm going to say. So what are we looking forward to today? Oh, well, let's have a look here. Because these two houses at the end of Lac Breton Road, first of all, one of them has apparently been sold. I don't know which one. At a price that was above their asking. In fact, I think they weren't even putting it on the market when somebody made an offer. And I don't know who the people are that live there, but it's a pretty large home from this vantage point, and up there as well. So the market apparently is still a seller's market, or has become one in the last few months. Come on, Bip, let's go, because we know that sales of higher-end homes were slow before the pandemic, and now they're apparently picking up. Come on, my lady, let's go up. She's, what's the right word? She's been a little bit slow at times and fast at times. We gave her meds on her anti-flea, anti-tick meds on, what was it, Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday. What's today? Saturday. Yeah, so it was Wednesday night. And on the Thursday morning, she was okay, but towards the end of the day, Thursday, and that was the day she went running away from me in the evening of the full moon, where I was worried about her with running into a skunk or a raccoon or a porcupine. And I noticed that I said something to my first doggie, Sadie. She ran into a raccoon. Well, I misspoke. It was a porcupine, and we don't want that to happen. But back to what I was saying, Pippi, when she takes her meds, she seems to, and Lillian mentioned it, I didn't think about it, but she seems to go through a period of lethargy and then a little bit of aloneness, aloofness for a period of time, usually about a day. But then with this full moon, we've also noticed in the past that she seems to become very playful in the full moon. And when Pippi and I were walking yesterday in the village, she ran into a young dog, and the owner let them meet each other and sniff each other as dogs do and whatever. And then Pippi just started to sort of bounce around and wanted to play. And I said, oh, that's kind of unusual. She used to do that a lot more when she was younger. But since she's almost 9 years old, she hasn't done that very often. And the lady said, it's the full moon. And I said, you know what? You might be right. Because that was kind of an out-of-character little, 30 seconds. So, between the meds and the full moon, it does have some curious little effects on the pets. I'm sure that Pippi's not the only one that does that. The only thing is that she doesn't howl at the moon. So what else have we got on the agenda today? Today being Saturday, I don't know, probably staying around, but might go in the shop. I've got an order for 6 cutting boards for Christmas gifts. So I've started cutting pieces and getting that ready. I'm still working on my artist's easel, but I haven't really done anything for about 2 weeks. Some of the parts are there. And as I mentioned some time ago, that I've got a very rough plan, but I'm going to be adapting the plan to my techniques, my joinery techniques particularly. But at least it gives me the rough dimensions to work from, and I'm going to take my time and kind of evolve it as I begin to assemble and finish, if you like. When I say that, I'm talking about doing some kind of artistic or I wouldn't call it sculpturing, because I'm not planning to use my chisels. I'm planning to use my router to put some character into the easel. I'm making 2 of them. One for me, but it's actually for my other daughter, as well as one for Natalie. And we'll see how they end up. They should be decent. Anyway, we're mumbling for 9 minutes, and it's a little chilly in the morning. I think we're only going up to about 10 or 11 degrees today, if I remember the forecast, but at least it didn't go to freezing. Mind you, next Wednesday, apparently we're going to -1, so I've got to go and pull up the hoses and put them away. I think I'll have to do that probably tomorrow. We'll take it easy again today, and enjoy the rest of the fall, because I love this part of the year. Anyway, Pippi, we're going to sign off. Hey, my lady, we sign off. So everybody enjoy. Hey, Pip, look at me, Pip. Look. Hey, Pippi, look at me. Oh, you're pretty. You're pretty.